Mario, thank you. I don't know what dealership you work at here on the East Coast, or whether you're in Jersey or not, but thank you for the comment yesterday. For anybody who watched the video that I made about the rear media in this 2021 Suburban, I learned a couple new things since making that video. And since I was wrong with two things, and rather than just try to leave that video there and put a comment or put it in the description of the mistakes that I made based on what I knew at the time, I'm just gonna have to redo the video. Now, this vehicle did sell yesterday. It's going out tomorrow morning, so I'm not gonna have this one to make that video. I'm not gonna have this vehicle available to make that video, but I do have a inbound Tahoe with the rear media. I pre-sold it on Monday, so when that vehicle does come in, I'll make a video with that. I'll redo it. I'll make it better than the last one. A little more informative, and I'll make it correct, and we'll go from there. So anyway, let me show you what I did, what I didn't know when I made that video. So first thing is, I mentioned that you had to have the systems turned on from the front, but I learned after the fact you can just double tap and that will turn on the screen. It makes sense. If you're in the back, you should be able to power it on, power it off without any assistance from the driver. The second thing is about the audio, and this is super important because when I learned this, I thought to myself, well, how could that be? And what we had learned was you cannot hear the audio throughout the speakers of the vehicle. You had to have Bluetooth headsets on. So check it out. Right now, I am paired up with Mirrorcast on my Android to the screen. I can't hear anything, but I press the one, because I can pick one screen, you can hit the listen button. And if you hit the listen button, enjoy the weather and keep an eye out for customers. There you go. See who I can help once they roll in. You can hear the audio from one or the other. Obviously, you can't hear from both, but you can hear it through the radio speakers. That's huge. I can't leave the video that I made out there without that information. I got to do it the right way. So like I said, I will redo that video in the near future when I have a vehicle available to do it. Again, Mario, thank you very much. I appreciate the comment. That was awesome because you really helped me out a lot. It's an exciting day. If you know about this cover, you know why. And we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Next order of business, we're gonna pop a sold sign in this 2021 Tahoe that just showed up this morning, because this is one of the inbounds that I had sold. And this is awesome because it does have the rear media. This is the one I was gonna wait for, so I can remake that video, which I'm gonna do Monday morning before my client picks this truck up. Next, I just wanna check out this red Colorado LT. This is a 2018. I got a phone call on this yesterday. They wanted to make an appointment, so we did. They're coming up tomorrow morning right at 9 o'clock to take a look. We'll show it to them, they'll test drive. Hopefully we sell it. Let's take a peek at this inside. LT with cloth. This has 20,155 miles on it. We are selling it for $31,997. That does include GM certification. And what I like to do real quick is just make sure we have fuel in it. It starts. As you can see here, we have a low tire, so I'll put some air in that tire a little bit later today to make sure it doesn't have any kind of a leak and that the light's not on when the customer comes in tomorrow morning to drive it. It's probably just because of the cold temperature. We can actually cycle through our buttons here and see what all the other tires are at. There we go. So we got them at 31, 32, 29, 25. Yeah, so we'll just top all those off. When you're topping off your tires, you always want to do it when it's cold, and you want to do it looking at your door sticker here, which on this vehicle, when the tires are cold, you want to fill them to 35 psi. So I'll make sure I get that done. And other than that, it started, no battery issues. It looks clean inside. A couple little spots I can touch up to make sure it looks perfect. We got the owner's manuals. Looks pretty good. Hopefully tomorrow we sell it. When the customer does come in to see that particular truck, if for some reason they don't like it, I have options. We have another red one. This is a Z71 2018. We have a white 2017. This one actually has the Duramax diesel. And we have a silver 2020 Colorado as well. So we have 4 to choose from. They're all crew cabs. They're all the same size bed. You know, different options in each one, different engine and diesel. But again, we have options for our clients, which is awesome. I just had a previous customer call me that I sold a couple cars to in the past. They're looking for another vehicle, which is awesome. Always appreciate those phone calls, you know, in that repeat business. I'm looking at the ad. It was a 2020 Equinox lease ad that they saw, 24-month for $179 a month. Now that's with $2309 due at signing, plus the tax and fees and all that sort of stuff. And we established that they don't want to pay that up front. They're going to roll it all into the payment, which is going to change the structure and change the, you know, the monthly is going to be higher. Also, they're looking at an LT model because they wanted to have the confidence and convenience package to have side blinds on alert. The one in the ad is an LS model, which would not have that. Hey, what's up, buddy? All right, so we got our front wheel drive LT model. We're gonna have Sal price it up for us. That would be the vehicle. Sure. This is the customer info. They bought 2 cars from me in the past. This will be a third. They're looking at the 24-month that's on the website, but they want to roll everything in. So we'll do a 24 if you can do a 27 and a 36. Show them all free.
Put any money down?
No, we're gonna roll everything in. They have lease loyalty.
Okay.
And is there a Costco on this car?
No.
There is not. Okay, there's no Costco. Some of the cars have a Costco rebate, which is an extra $1,000. This is not one of them. All right, thanks, bro. We got our payments. We're at $421 a month for 24 months. That's rolling everything into the lease. And it's pretty funny. I calculated it. If you look at the lease payment, it's $179 per month, right? That's with the $2309 due at signing plus tax and fees. So if you add that up, you're about $4,209 that you have to come up with out of pocket to keep the payment at that range. If you roll it all in over 24 months, you're increasing that $179 payment by about $175. So that brings you to about $354. Now, this vehicle is also more expensive than one we're pricing up. It's a MSRP of $30,740, whereas the one in the ad is $27,495. So it's a difference of $3,245 in more equipment or more expensive a vehicle. So quick math, divide that by 2, divide that by 24, you get like $67 a month. You add 67 to the 354, brings you to 421. Now I also ran a 27, a 36, and a 39, which would be $399 for 27, $351 for 36, $342 for 39. Now just remember, this is based on the structure that the customer wants with the rebates they qualify for. It may be different at another dealer. It may be different with another customer if they have more rebates or incentives. But it's a pretty good guide. I'm gonna call him right now, see what he thinks. Hi, this is Dave from Schumacher Chevy. How are you? I'm doing good. I put those numbers together. Do you have a few minutes? Okay, cool. Just made the phone call. They feel it's a little high. It's a car for their son, and they think they can find something obviously that's a little less expensive. The reason they were pushing towards that specific model was because it had side blinds on alert. It's a option they want the car to have since he's a new driver. And unfortunately, in the Equinox, it's not standard, so you have to kind of level up to get to it, which means you're paying more for the car. I just processed this lease return. I'm gonna drop it off at the yellow lot. I'm gonna walk back. And then, now that the roads are pretty much dry, I am going to do something that I really enjoy doing, even though it's only like 2 miles worth of driving. It's awesome. There's no words. It's just awesome. You know, like I said earlier, I drive to the gas station and back. I take 2 miles, a mile and a half, you know, not even a mile each way, a mile and a half each way. But, you know, I got to tell you, I'm just envious and jealous of people who get to drive this car on a daily basis. You know, one day I will be able to. It's just not yet. To kind of best describe what it feels like to drive this car, you know, you're sitting upright, you know, nice upright, great seating position. You know, I got great leg room, I got great reach to the steering wheel, and of course it's all tilting and telescopic and stuff like that. But what's different about this car is you're sitting so much higher than the dash and so much higher than the hood, and because you are so much more forward in this vehicle, since it is a mid-engine and the engine's obviously behind you, you know, you feel like you're right on the road. Like your visibility out this windshield, which I know has been said a lot, it's like you got such a good field of view. I mean, you feel like you can see right in front of you. You know, it's like the nose just drops down. It's so much shorter than what it used to be in Corvettes that it gives you a completely different feel driving it.